Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. The final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Well, 2 quarters left, Brock, for starters and backups alike to get tuned up before week 1. The second half of our preseason finale is underway. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, here we go!
At the 17-yard line.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Short side option here, he's running left. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's gonna bring up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, here we go!
Now Dak to throw. Caught by the open man. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked?
Ball starts, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Here's Dak. This one's caught. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. DJ Moore, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Browns trail by 22 now. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Brings in the kick at the 9. This return makes it up to the 25. The Cowboys headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to Benson to start the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Benson once more. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They give up the gut to Benson. Has a lane inside the 35. There it is, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. Trey Benson, the touchdown. He saw that running lane pretty early, you could tell. A quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively. With a group that has this much speed and athleticism, you're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once you touch the second level.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Returnable from the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Browns and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run now with Pacheco. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Dak off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
He's running for it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense headed back. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Back-to-back carries here. And they take him down right along the 30. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it, but that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. They're working quickly here. Right back to Allen. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. 3rd and just 2 to go. It's Allen again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Here's a give up the middle now to their fullback. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going right back to the fullback, next play. And he runs it inside the 10 to the 9. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Cowboys football, and they should be able to coast through the fourth with that kind of lead. Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Another try for Benson. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. So now, here's third and goal.
Trouble, 38.
Now an inside give to Benson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys keep running away with this. Trey Benson, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys continue adding on to that lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He's going to field this at the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes their offense out again. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. First throw for the backup now. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll come up first and 10. Here's Dalton. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Browns a first. New set of downs for him from the 46. Dalton. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. They run it from the gun with Wright. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have third and 2. Throwing here, Dalton. Escapes the pocket. And this one doesn't go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Running behind center with Wright. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. It's Benson on the give. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Here we go.
Second and 6 coming up here. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Let's go.
Second and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Come on, set.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Another carry for him. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Benson once more. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Now we've got a pause. Timeout called on the offensive side of the ball.
Set, hut, ready.
Allen trying this straight ahead. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Go, set.
Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
Set, go.
This is Allen on the give. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're going to line up and go for 2 here. And they aren't slowing down in the slightest. 2 more to their lead. Man, what a blowout we've got here. I think we were all expecting to see the kicker there, but up big, they're still adding on with a 2-point conversion.
I think most of us, certainly the purists, would love to see the kicker there. Don't run up the score. But look, in the end, it's also on the other side, too. Stop them from scoring. Don't even let them put the 2-point conversion out. Keep them out of the end zone. You got a little responsibility to have some pride on that side as well.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Dalton to throw. Wilson on the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, that throw, Kate, pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
2nd and 10 now. Has the connection to right. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now Dalton. Continuing to move past the 45. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Wright reels it in. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. 2nd and 3 now. From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Now hang on, we do have to stop here for something that nobody wants to see a week before the season. We've got an injured player there, and it's somebody they can ill afford to lose. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! Mike Sandra still makes the play!
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the handoff, Allen. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Up the middle, here goes Allen. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Ready.
Running is Allen. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So the Cowboys come in and take this